my mama gave me. I am grateful. That's what I always tell y'all. Like, man, I used to do that when I taught at the schools. I would just be like, bro, like, I said, bro, I wouldn't say bro to the kids, but sometimes I did. But I'd be like, write down 10 things you're grateful for. Let's just start the day with like, what are 10 things that you're grateful for? Let me see. What are 10 things I'm grateful for? I'm grateful for being able to go live on YouTube and talk to people as I'm driving. I think that's cool. I'm grateful for having another book out. I'm grateful for the weather. It's starting to get to the point that I feel comfortable, right? Like I like when my city is warm. I'm grateful for impactful moments, and I'm grateful for impactful people being in my life. I am grateful for family. Family is very important to me. I am grateful for family. Family that I was birthed into, and the family that I'm blessed to be able to create. Like those both are lit. I'm grateful for watching other people I love, like watching people I love progress and accomplish the things that they set out to accomplish. My Someone close to me is graduating. Some people close to me are graduating college the second time with master's degrees, over 26, and I think that's beautiful. And not a day over 26 with master's degrees on the way. Master's degrees loading. They're young black men, and I'm grateful for that. Major grateful, right? So that's number 6. People that I love accomplishing things, and my young guy Justin is doing muscle ups. You know, so I don't know if I'm gonna add those, but yeah, that's all my peoples that's winning, and like there's other people that are winning that like I haven't even spoken on. You know, they're changing their reality, they're changing their lives with others by changing their own life, and I think that's beautiful. I am grateful for sovereign moments. I'm grateful for the ability to just be myself, right? I don't have to do a lot of the things I used to have felt like I had to do. I'm grateful for like the understanding and the wisdom that come through reflection. Yes, maybe I already reached 10, but I'm grateful for this car. I got this car at a time in my life where I really needed it, and I've been blessed to have it for 5 years. This has been the 5th year that I've had it, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for just being able to get to where I gotta go when I need to go there, and allow other people, like this car makes space for other people to do the same. So it's not just me that's been blessed and benefited from this vehicle. I'm grateful for my references. I'm grateful for all of the references that I've been blessed to see throughout my life. I often say like I'm from East Baltimore, from down the hill, I'm from Chester Street. Like it's true, my family started there, but my references expand so far beyond that space. Like even as a kid, I would go to like an aunt's house. Like my grandmother's sister lived in the county, and she lived in the county with like land, like she had acres, and this house where we could run for what felt like forever as kids in her backyard and hang out with my cousin that's at an all-white school, and his experience is interesting, and like we clash at times, but we find a commonality of like, oh, like well, you like these things too. So it's not actually about the fact that you're like in these spaces, or it's not that you think you're better than us. And I love just those references in real time. And number 5, I'm grateful for number 10, I'm grateful for being able to make money doing things I love. I don't talk about that enough, but like being able to teach a yoga class to kids and watch them like figure out things about their am I back? I had a new perspective to the experience. Like I talked to a lot of people after the classes, and I'm like, man, like the discomfort you feel on the mat is oftentimes similar to the discomfort we feel in life, and having this space to practice and see discomfort in a way where we can observe it more than experience it. Like, of course, you're experiencing the discomfort of this pose, but you get to observe it because you get to set how uncomfortable the pose is. You could try to keep up with the teacher, or you could like pull back a little bit and say, you know what? I don't have the capacity to go that far, but I've seen what it would feel like to go that far, and I'm gonna pull back a little bit and just experience this pose as I can. And just having the ability to look at your capacity mentally, physically, and spiritually in one space is like, bruh, like tree pose. A lot of people see the tree pose and they're like, oh, I want to put my foot on my inner thigh because that means I'm doing the pose. And then I'm like, actually, no. If you need to do a kickstand, like you need to put your heel on your ankle and like rest your toes on the floor so you can stay balanced and have your hands at your heart center or extended out in branches, please do that. Because if your balance is so misconstrued that you putting your foot in your inner thigh is gonna have you falling over, I don't even want you to try it. I want you to be where you are. And I want you to honor where you are, because that is what I'm doing in this practice. I'm honoring where you are. So, like I said, the practice is so interesting because it's like, it allows people to honor where they are and have an opportunity to have someone help them do it. But like a lot of times in life, there's this thought that other people are the ones hindering our experience. And in reality, we actually are the ones that hinder our experience. We're the ones creating the limits without even knowing it. If I can't keep my balance in tree pose, why would I go that far? If I can't keep my balance with 2 jobs, 3 kids, and a career that I like these aspirations that really don't serve me, and my outlets for life, maybe I'm drinking every weekend, like these things that literally don't make sense. It's like putting chemicals together in a lab and being confused when there's an explosion or a chemical combustion that just like, well, how did that happen? It's like, you didn't even look at the ingredients. You just grabbed the things you thought were cool or the things that you felt were acceptable. It's acceptable to come home and drink on the weekend. It's acceptable to hold down a job because you're taking care of your kids, but like, does it logically make sense for who you are? And that is what, again, that's what the practice has shown me. Like, does it logically make sense for me to go this far in the practice? Do I have to do 2 hours of yoga? Do I have to do 2 hours of meditation? Is that logically sensible for who I am? It may be cool for the super spiritualist who is in that bag, and there's no judgment for the person who it makes sense for, because that's their reality. But when we honor the individual self, we had an opportunity to honor the whole. If we're all one and we don't take care of this one in a way that's proper, we'll forever be in this space of confusion. So yeah, I just, like I said, I love the practice for that reality. And then I acknowledge, like, this is a foundational component of life. This is a tool. It doesn't have to be the thing that I'm worshiping, and it isn't. Like, I know some people that worship the work they do, and I'm like, I don't worship my work. I worship God, and I give God the thanks and gratitude for giving me this life force, this essence, this ability to speak. And then I go do the things that I feel align with gratifying and edifying God. But I was talking to somebody the other day. It's like, I used to say the 23rd Psalm and not even know what it meant. And I love the line, like, we walk the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Like, it's not about me. Being righteous isn't to say like, oh, I do good. Being righteous and doing good is like literally to give God the glory. Like, and you don't have to go to church to understand that. You don't, and I'm not saying don't go to church. I'm not belittling anybody's like religious efforts. Like, honor yourself. But again, it's like, we've been taught for so long in our society to do your You are valid because you are. And I was talking to my sister. She watched this show. She watched a show where there's a lot of like trauma going on, and I thought it was interesting that she mentioned like manipulation tactics. And a lot of times people, and I've been subject to it, a lot of times we can get manipulated because we don't feel seen. And the first person to make us feel seen, like, just has ultimate control. And some people wield that in a way that is beneficial and blesses our life, and other people wield that in a way where it's like, oh, I got control over you. I'm finna do things that I'm not supposed. Like, whoa, like people like having power in a certain space. It may be a person that's like a director, or having the ability to grant people opportunities, and they use that to leverage sexual opportunities. They use that to leverage just really gross moments. And it's like, bro, like, why would you ever? And like I said, I see it, and I think what's so funny is, as a kid, like, we notice these things, but it's not a lot that gets done about them. It's interesting. And as I've again, as I've become like a yoga instructor, and I become somebody in this space, I look at how um, the album you create is not the job you work, it's not the car you drive, it is not the people you know, it is not the woman you have sex with, it's not the man you have sex with, it is not the things you identify as that make you great. It's literally just like the smaller parts. Like, oh, how do you treat people? Like, how do you treat people consistently? Do you understand? Are you understanding? Are you patient? Are you loving? Are you kind? And those things are things that we're all capable of being, but sometimes we fall short of those things. Are you kind? Are you genuine? Are you real and authentic enough for other people to feel as if they can be the same and do the same thing? Does the example that you leave behind make it so that other people can be as great as you are considered to be? That is a testament to greatness for me, at least. Like I said, I think about these things. I think about us scared. That was an R&B song in my head. But yeah, it's like, I loved, I don't even say the person's name. Somebody said that a great leader creates leaders. To be a great leader is not to have been the one that everybody praised every day they could. To be a great leader is to be a creator of leaders. I was like, wow, that's real. Like, if nobody became lit because of you, if you just were shining bright, like, cool, like, no problem with that. Like, I ain't gonna disrespect that. Like, do your thing, congrats. But the people that inspired other people to go harder, go, like, be truer to themselves, that's a blessing. And in a positive way, to build community, just built nations. Because we can see that, we're like, okay, such and such inspired them to be great, and it's like, but from afar. And like, some people would give you a fish for a day and not teach you how to fish. It'd be nasty. It'd be nasty work. I guess I'm gonna start this one over too, cause I'm gonna read these. I'm gonna read the rest of the devotional I read on the first one. Yes, your day is in your control, man. Your day is in your control. It's in your hands. Alright, so I'm gonna get off of here and get right back on. Like I said, as I always say, one day made better, as many days made greater. I'm uplifting you to be on a world that cares. If I keep it to myself, I think that is unfair. The joys we are given are best when shared. Visionaries never die. Legends survive through the seeds we sow daily. We get better with time. I'm wishing you peace, prosperity, and many blessings. Have the best day. Have a blessed day. Built in private, blessed in public. Bippity. Hey, yo.